Op-ed by Jimmy Baker in the Wall Street Journal. It reads, "By aiding Ukraine, Mike Johnson makes America great again." Texas Congressman Chip Roy joins me now. I'm dying to see the expression on his face. Yeah, there you go. He's smiling. What's your response to that Wall Street Journal headline, "Make America Great Again"? Mike Johnson.
Yeah, great to be on, Stuart. I mean, look, that's what happens when the Wall Street Journal editorial board sits up in their, lofty offices in New York, hell and gone away from the people of Texas and the American people who are dealing with this every single day. I'd love to see them sit in a room with the parents of Laken Riley, or sit in the room with the parents of the kids in the school district in which I live, in which 6 children died from fentanyl poisoning alone just last year. I'd love for them to explain to the American people how having 24,000 Chinese foreign nationals come across our border and be apprehended since October 1 alone, which is more than all of 2023. And well more than the just simply 381 that we had in the first year of the Biden administration in 21 under the policies of President Trump. Our border is under assault. Americans are suffering. And they have the audacity to say that it's making America great again by sending $95 billion of unpaid for money overseas while still funding, by the way, Hamas. Let's be very clear. All the people saying, oh, this is good for Israel, we're sending billions of dollars that can be used by Hamas. It was unacceptable. I disagree with the editorial board. It's not the first, and it won't be the last.
So what did you win? I mean, you tried to delay this deal. That was unsuccessful. What did you win?
Well, look, I think the American people now see very clearly what's going on. Let's be very clear. A majority of Republicans voted against this bill on Saturday. It's not some band of crazy people. A majority of Republicans voted no. Elise Stefanik voted against this bill. Let's be very clear. Let's remember that a majority of Republicans voted against the omnibus spending bill 2 weeks ago that funded our defense. The American people are now seeing laid bare that the Republican Party campaigns a big, using big rhetoric, saying they're going to secure the border. And then when push comes to shove, the speaker spends 6 months saying, hey, I'm going to secure the border. I will demand it on the back of Ukraine, and then walks away from that promise. My heart goes out to the people of Ukraine. I stand in solidarity with the people of Israel, but I'm not going to fund both sides of a war. I'm not going to spend $100 billion we don't have unpaid for to then walk away from securing the border of the United States. And that is what the speaker did, and that's what the editorial board is countenancing.
One more for you. Biden's considering giving legal status to immigrants married to legal U.S. citizens. Now, this new policy would make thousands of illegals eligible for work permits. Would you support that policy, Congressman?
I mean, of course not. I mean, the president wants to act unilaterally constantly, like he did with student loans, like he's done on numerous fronts, including leaving our border wide open and exposed. Anything you do that provides status for people who have come here unlawfully and without getting the right papers encourages more people to come. Ronald Reagan said that after the '86 amnesty. He recognized that that was a mistake. The fact is, we need to secure the border of the United States. We need to stand up for the people. We don't need to write blank checks in overseas wars and then laud it on the pages of our newspapers. I am telling you, virtually everybody in my district that's reached out to my office has called me thanking me. I was at an Irish pub on Saturday night with a friend, and a military guy came up and sent me a drink, and he said, you know what? Thank you for having the courage to stand up for the men and women in uniform and the people of this country who want to defend America rather than sending dollars overseas without paying for it.
Congressman Chip Roy, it's always a pleasure to have you on the show, and we appreciate you being here today. We'll see you again soon. Thank you, Congressman.
Thanks, Stuart. God bless.
Charlie's still with me. The end of the